Welcome back to high school basketball here on Country 93.1. 49-34 Calvin Christian leading Western Michigan Christian, and Jim Harding, one of the players responsible. One player is mainly responsible for that right now.
Yes, that's 6'3" senior Brad Visser from Calvin Christian. He's got 26 points going into the fourth quarter, having hit 7 3-pointers.
So an unbelievable game already being turned in by Brad Visser, and he's got 8 more minutes to go. WMC trying to turn things around. Schudeman brings it up for the Warriors. Over to Travis Hall. Hall checking in at the quarter break. Gets it down to the baseline. Shot off the mark, off the hands of Mast. Here comes Calvin Christian back the other way. And Visser with the ball in his hands. Quick pass around as they look down low for Vanderlaan. Knocked away. Good hustle play there by Alex Rock for WMC. Jim, one thing that I've noticed, and it could be a rookie mistake, Kyle Mastenbrook sitting on all his timeouts right now.
Yeah, and sitting all his starters. I mean, you're not going to win the game. They'll get their rest during those timeouts, but they're resting to start this fourth quarter. Maybe he's proving a point. But this is a good senior team he's losing to.
Calvin Christian missed the ball. Coming away with the rebound is Mast. Here comes WMC back the other way. Ropp gets it up for Logan Waller. He's going to take it in, and they're going to say he is guilty of a charge. Foul on Logan Waller for WMC. Drawing that charge was John Vanderlaan for Calvin Christian, and they'll have the ball on the baseline. 7:27 left to go here in the fourth quarter, up 15.
You need a kid right now to swoop that floor with a towel and dry it off, because there's some sweaty bodies hitting the ground, and you don't want anybody to slip on some perspiration.
Comes Calvin Christian back the other way. They get it to Woodfin. Woodfin drops it off for a baseline shot. Vanderlaan just a little bit strong. It rimmed out. Rebound free underneath. And they're going to say Calvin Christian called a timeout. Vanderlaan didn't have the ball in his hands, but that was magic.
No, but Vanderlaan at least was on the ground.
That is true.
All the white shirts were standing up watching him. You got to get on the floor and get some rug burns, get some strawberries on those knees.
Oh, we got a quick break. One more time. Message from Western Michigan Christian. At Western Michigan Christian schools, we answer the big questions differently. When a student asks the question, who am I, we answer in the context of faith, that we are all God's children. Everything we do in the classroom, on the athletic field, and in the community is from the perspective of a Christ-centered worldview. Western Michigan Christian Schools prepare your student for service to God and His world. For more information on the best Christian education in the area, go to testingyourfaith.org. 7:14 left to go here in the fourth quarter. A 15-point lead remains for Calvin Christian. It is 49-34. As we mentioned, Brad Visser, the senior for Calvin Christian, 26 of those points, including 7 3-pointers. Andrew Woodfin, another senior, on the baseline, inbounding it underneath the Calvin Christian basket. Gets it in, down low to Wiz, battling for it, draws the foul. Missed the shot, but he'll have 2 free throws coming up with 7:10 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Alex Ropp guilty of the foul. Second foul of the game for him. 18 fouls on WMC.
It's hard to do this, Matt, and for me not the referee. You heard me say double dribble because 34 picked it up and put it down twice, but I guess he missed it.
First free throw from Zwiers is off the mark. WMC will check 3 starters back into the game. Smith, DeCam, and James Jackson, along with Jacob Ray, the sophomore. Staying in the game is Chase Schudeman. Also staying in the game right now. Don't check that. That's who's staying in the game for WMC. 7:10 left to go. Second free throw is good for Calvin Christian. They lead 50-34. Schudeman gets it over to Smith. Most space he's seen all day. Double pumps air ball, but tipped in by Jackson for WMC.
That's big. Time for a run right now for the Warriors.
Second basket of the game for Jackson. Give him 5 on the night. 50-36 with 6:48 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Calvin Christian leading Western Michigan Christian. Visser with the ball. Gets it down low. Zwiers kicks it off into the corner. And John Vanderlaan buries that one for 2. Baseline jump shot makes it 52-36. 16-point lead for the Squires. Schudeman backing into a corner, and that ball is kicked by Visser, out of bounds. It'll be WMC ball on the baseline with 6:26 left to go here in the fourth quarter. We're going to try something different. DeCam's going to inbound the ball now for WMC.
But Coach Ryan Stevens smelling blood. He's still got his Squires in a full court press, up by 16.
DeCam looking for somewhere. Now he gets it into the sophomore Jacob Ray. Ray dribbling it down. Bad pass as he was looking for Jackson. Picked off by the big wings of Brandon Giels. Giels brings it back the other way. Now Woodfin has it. Off in the corner. Gives it over to Vanderlaan. Vanderlaan shot just a little off the mark. WMC comes away with the rebound. There's Schuderman once again for WMC. With 6 minutes left to go, he's backing himself into a corner with 2 Squires there. Manages to dribble his way out of it. Takes it all the way into the paint, drops it off for Smith. Smith is fouled and he hits the bucket. 52-38 with a free throw coming out for Bernard Smith.
Well, I didn't like it when it was happening. It was too much dribbling. But Chase knows something I don't, because he got the ball to the big fella, and now we got a three-point play plus the foul.
5:53 left to go here in the fourth quarter. WMC trailing by 14. Bernard Smith going to the free throw line, trying to make it 13. He's 1 for 4 from the free throw line so far in this game.
Deep breath, big fella. Bend the knees.
One dribble, a very deep knee bend. Free throw is through. That'll make it 52-39.
That's what we needed.
Ken Cortman checks in for Brandon Giels. WMC setting up the full court press.
13-point game. Here comes our full court press, as you said. Look at this.
And they drop it right into Visser as he brings it across midcourt. Visser spins out of a double team, pulls up the jump shot from the elbow and buries it. That'll make it 54-39 with 5:50 left to go here in the fourth quarter. Calvin Christian leading Western Michigan Christian.
Brad Visser is feeling it tonight, Matt.
Warriors get it down low to Smith for an easy 2. Good pass there from Chase Schuderman. 54-41, 5:35 left to go, and the student section of WMC trying to rally. Schuderman gets a steal. He's going to lay it up and lay it in. We'll trim it to 11, 54-43 with 5:24 left. Full court press coming again from WMC. Woodfin will break it for the Squires and pull it back out, slow things down.
Chase's first 2 points of the night came at a good, opportune time. Now we're back in our man-to-man defense.
Off on the right wing, Carrasco's got it. Tried to get it up top for Visser, and Schuderman just a little aggressive on defense there. Guilty of the foul with the body. It'll be a 1-and-1 free throw opportunity coming up for Brad Visser. Taylor checks back in for Schuderman.
He's got 4 fouls. Bernard Smith has 3 fouls, but right now the free throw by Brad Visser, double or nothing on the hot dog. I think this ball is going in. This guy cannot miss.
He's 1 for 5 from the free throw line. I never took you up on it as he made it.
Well, unfortunately, he's hot tonight. We have to ice him down somehow.
Give him credit. He has just been on fire from everywhere. Second free throw coming up. It's 55-43. Second free throw is off the mark, but Calvin Christian comes away with the rebound. They try and pass it over, and they're going to say that one was deflected out of bounds by Taylor. So it'll be Calvin Christian ball on their own baseline. 5:03 left to go here in the fourth quarter.
Defense, White. Here we go.
Woodfin looking for anywhere to inbound this ball. Finally gets it into Carrasco outside the three-point line. Back to Woodfin. He pulls up back to Carrasco for a 3, and he buries it. Back to a 15-point lead for Calvin Christian, 58-43. Bad pass there. WMC manages to get away with it. Behind the back pass over to Ray, but his shot is blocked out of bounds. WMC getting a little fancy there. Yeah. James Jackson with a behind-the-back pass. Not necessarily what we want to see at this point in the game.
Pastry. You don't want that yet. That dessert we weren't ready for that dessert. Score the basket and get into the press. Our ball underneath our own basket.
DeCan inbounds it to Ray for 3, and he buries it. 58-46. WMC trims the lead back to 12. With just over 4.5 minutes left to go. Full court press again applied by WMC. Visser dribbles his way out of it, pulls up. Here's another 3 attempt, and he buries it again. 8 3-pointers for Brad Visser. It is 61-46. He's putting on a shooting clinic here tonight.
Without him, they only have 30 points as a team. With him, they have 61.
31 on the night, if I'm doing the math correct.
You're right there.
My WMC math paying off.
Get in there, James.
Jackson dribbles it in. Misses the shot, and 3 squares going for the ball. They trip all over each other, guilty of traveling. WMC will get the ball down 15 with 4:05 left to go.
Good. Now you see the referee is pointing it out. They need to get a towel on there. You had 4 bodies on the floor. Somebody bring a towel out there. Let's get that dried off so nobody else slips and falls on it. I'm sorry, Coach. Who did I miss the timeout? Who was that?
WMC took a timeout, their first timeout of the game with 4:05 left to go. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout as well. You're listening to High School Basketball on Country 93.1.